I know you talked to ESPN last week about your own experiences interviewing with the Panthers. The commissioner himself has said that the lack of progress so far is unacceptable. Where do you think this Flores discussion ends up? Where does it lead the league?
Well, I'm hopeful that we're able to make some concrete and consistent changes for the future. I mean, I think that's what it's about. This cycle is basically over. And hopefully we can lead and gain some really proper footing and groundwork to help for the future. There's been said that, well, the pipeline is not strong. No, the pipeline is strong. But I think where we got to get is we have to get the prepared candidates, not the hot candidates.
So that's a discussion, really. That's an owner level discussion, is it not?
I think it's an owner level discussion, but also I think it really needs to have some input from the league office. We continually rely on people who are no longer in the league, that are no longer on the ground floor and know who the real coaches are. And we rely too much on what is hot. Examples are coaches that are interviewed for jobs in previous seasons and maybe don't obtain the job, but 2 to 3 years down the line, their name is no longer mentioned. Are they not a better candidate right now than they were 3 years previous? There's no question in my mind they're better prepared.
A lot of people are watching this discussion take place amid the images of end racism on helmets, end racism painted on the end zone. Is this something that's going to be, I don't want to say resolved, but set aside once we get, say, a couple of high-profile hires?
Well, I don't know that one or two high-profile hires solved the issue. We were continuing to press forward and have the opportunity for young black coaches, for the sons of coaches, to feel good about the opportunity to go in this profession. We have so many ex-players now going into this profession, and we want to be able to provide a light at the end of the tunnel that for their hard work and for their commitment to coaching, that they know that they can achieve their own goals and what's happened before, just like I was able to do for the people that broke ground before me and broke through before me.
Wow, absolutely. Marvin, I just wanted to pivot, if we could, to this weekend's Super Bowl. Ticket prices getting a lot of attention on social media over the weekend. Cheapest ticket worth more than $5,000. There were tweets saying, can someone explain how diehard fans of these teams are supposed to support their team and attend the game? What do you make of ticket prices for Super Bowls and the ability for, as they mentioned, diehard fans to be able to watch the games in person?
Well, it is the biggest sporting event in our country, no question about it. And the value of those tickets has continued to rise. And I know sometimes they talk about who's in the game. Well, now we have one of the largest cities in the country. But you also have fans from the franchise who's been to 2 Super Bowls, but has yet to win one. And I know how excited the people of Cincinnati are, the fans of the Cincinnati Bengals are. And I'm sure they're driving up prices. Maybe not that everyone can afford, but I've obviously heard from a lot of people back there in Cincinnati about how do I obtain some tickets for this football game.
Coach, this is David Faber. I want to get back to Coach Flores for a moment. I mean, he's a young man. He's in his early 40s. I wonder, do you think that he has significantly damaged his future prospects as a coach? I mean, Colin Kaepernick never threw another pass in the NFL.
I don't know Brian, but I've followed Brian's career. I respect Brian a great deal as a football coach, everything he's accomplished, even before he became a head coach. And just watching the man from afar and how he has always carried himself. And the thing that I would say, that'll be a shame if that's what happens, because he has been a great leader of men. He has made his football team better. He's helped those young men on his football team become better men, better players, and that's what coaching is all about. And so I sure hope he has that opportunity to continually do that, to mentor these young people, to also blaze the path for other young minority coaches as they want to get into coaching in their futures.